Hey guys, Mrs. McGinnis here, and today I'm super excited because we are going to try something that I've been wanting to try for a really long time, and I just never have gotten around to do it. And it's just one of those things I haven't had the materials to do inside of a classroom, and the prep would take too long for 2,000 kids. And so today we're going to give it a try via virtual. So we're not going to read a story today. We're not going to learn about a famous artist. So this activity is going to be just a little bit shorter than normal, but I want you to play around with it and I want you to have some fun with it. So let me show you what we're going to do. First, let me show you materials. You just need a regular piece of white paper. It can be printer paper if you have it. If you only have like lined school paper, that's totally fine. It really is up to you. So white paper, a Sharpie or a black marker would be preferable. If you don't, use a crayon. Okay, a crayon would work just as well too, and it might even come out cool. Some water-soluble markers. I like to use just the Crayola washable markers. These are perfect. I would not use Sharpie markers, like other than just your black marker for the base. But when we do the coloring part, you don't want to use Sharpies. You want to use something like this. Anything that is water-soluble, and these work perfect. You need some aluminum foil, okay? You don't need a huge piece. Let me show you about the size of a piece that you might need. So don't go in the kitchen and take a ton. Actually the size that you need is about the size of your white paper, okay? So about this size, okay? Obviously you can't get it perfect. So aluminum foil, and a squirt bottle or a spray bottle of some sort with some water in it. If you don't have a water bottle, you can still do this. So don't go, oh man, I can't do the art lesson and hit stop. If you don't have water bottle to spray and you want one that can kind of spray like a spritz that comes out, not a straight little jet. But if you don't have a water bottle, just get a tiny dish of water and you'll take your fingers and just kind of dribble the water when it's time to use the water, okay? So again, white paper, aluminum foil, water bottle, Sharpie, water-soluble markers, and a white piece of paper, okay? So those are the materials. Let me show you what we're going to do. When we're done today, you will have a really cool picture. This one I did with flowers, okay? And you're gonna be able to draw whatever you want on yours today. I did 3 examples that I'm gonna show you right now. So flowers was my first example. Second example was cactus, because I'm kind of dreaming of going somewhere nice and warm like Arizona, but we're kind of stuck here where we're at right now, so we can always dream, right? So cactus. And then I did kind of just a fun, whimsical, abstract circles. You could do this with any shape, anything you want. I just did some fun twirly-whirlies all around, and so those are my 3 examples today, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you the cactus example. Okay, I'm gonna be drawing the cactus with you today. And as I'm drawing the cactus, if you wanna do a different drawing, please feel free to do that. You do not have to follow along and do the cactus. I invite you to branch out. If you wanna do a race car, do a race car. If you want to do a dog, like we did with Watson and Milo, do a dog. If you wanna do flowers or mountains, or it really doesn't matter. It's totally up to you. So think about what you wanna draw, gather your materials, come back here, and we will get started, all right? Okay, so first we're gonna be drawing those cactus. And so let me show you, we're gonna draw 3 cactus, and we're gonna start with this one in the middle, okay? And then we're gonna move on to this one, and then we'll do this one at the end. And then at the very end, we'll add the little lines in the middle and the pokies. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my Sharpie. If you feel more comfortable and you would rather draw your cactus with a pencil first and then outline with the Sharpie, please feel free to do that, okay? Also remember, if you start to get frustrated that I'm going too fast, please, all you need to do is hit the pause button. And then when you're ready to go again, once you've caught up, all you have to do is hit play, okay? So please don't let yourself get frustrated. And also, if your cactus look different than mine, that's a good thing. Your cactus does not need to look exactly like mine. And if you want to try to branch out and draw your own cactus, or maybe look up how to draw cactus on the computer, that would be awesome, okay? So we're gonna start right here in the middle, and we're gonna start with a straight line down, okay? Easy, right? We're gonna do another straight line down, but we're gonna start our next straight line down a little bit further. So we're not gonna start it up here. We're gonna start it down a little bit. So now we have the base of our cactus. And I like to think of the cactus as having arms, okay? So here's an arm and here's an arm, but you might notice that this arm goes up higher and this arm goes out lower. So the arms aren't the same length and they don't start at the same point, okay? So this one, I'm gonna go and kind of start my arm, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side and do my second arm. All right, doing okay? I hope so. All right, the next part is the top part of the arm. So I'm gonna start it about here, see where my dot is. And this one I'm gonna start about here, okay? And I'm gonna go up and follow. I'm following this line. I'm gonna follow it and then I'm gonna round it. Same thing on the other one. I'm gonna follow it and then I'm gonna round it, all right? Sticking with me? Now we're gonna go up, and if it kind of curves a little, see my line's not perfect, that's fine because that happens with cactus all the time. And then I'm going to do the point, and I'm gonna do it at the top. First cactus, piece of cake, right? We got it? All right, so now let's add the lines in the middle and the pokies. And so my first line is gonna go here, and I'm gonna go up and kind of swirl it a little, and then I'm gonna do another one that just kind of goes straight up. Same thing on the other side. I'm gonna go up and swirl it a little, and then just another straight one. Let's do the ones in the middle. The middle, I'm gonna kind of go up, and it's kind of a curved line. It doesn't have to be, but if you want it to be, it can. That one, I'm gonna make it a little more wonky, kind of a little bit more wiggly, okay? So now, all we have to do is add the pokies. And so our pokies that we're gonna add, some pokies are gonna come straight out like this. Some pokies are gonna go a little bit, 2 of them. Some of them might have 3, and you're just gonna spend some time making some pokies because we all know that cacti or cactus, they hurt if you touch them. They actually like sting to the bone. I've had one before in my house and I had to get rid of it because I kept bumping into it and it hurt so bad. So now I'm gonna add my pokies, and I'm gonna add some on the inside, some pokies on the inside. Some might be longer than others, some might be super short. Add my pokies, there we go. Okay, first cactus, piece of cake, here we go. Let's go to the second one, let's move over here now. All right, the next one is going to be a little more of a rounded cactus, okay? So we're gonna start right down here, and we're gonna go, and we're gonna stop about here, okay? Then we're gonna add a round, kind of knobby thing coming out here. And then we're gonna finish our circle. Got it? Now we're gonna add another one here and another one here. There we go. Let's add our pokies. Add as many or as little as you want. Add some in the middle here. Okay, let's add some on the outside. Remember, give it a personality. If you want to put like a face on your cactus, you could. It truly is up to you. And our last cactus is going to go right over here. Let me show you what it looks like. Here we go. We're going to start right about here. We're going to go up, and then we're going to bring it back down. Got it? We're going to come over here, and we're going to go around and down. Okay. Then we're going to make this one. I'm going to do a line right here. I'm going to do a line going into it and one on the other side going into it. Okay. Then I'm going to go right about here, and I'm going to do a curved line going down. And then I'm going to go here and I'm going to do another curved line going down. And that will give it the illusion that this is the top of the cactus. Let's go here. Let's make a line here and here. And then the fun part, always the pokies. So I'm going to add some pokies in the middle here. I'm going to add some pokies here. Oh, those are long ones. Those ones would really hurt. Add some pokies in here. And then once you're done with all your pokies, then you are done with your drawing. And then the fun part comes. The fun part is my favorite. And while I'm at it, let's sign it. So I'm just going to do my initials today so I don't have enough room for Mrs. McGinnis. I just did AM. So now we are going to move to our next stage. Okay, next stage, we are going to take our paper. We're going to sit it over to the side for now. And we are going to replace it with our tinfoil, okay? And then we're gonna get our water-soluble markers, okay? We are going to take out our markers, and I would suggest taking your brown and black and setting them off to the side. I would prefer during this activity that you use the bright colors, all right? And you are going to color your entire tinfoil with these colors. You choose the colors that you want to use. Now in my picture, you will notice I chose to do green along the bottom because I wanted my cactus to be green. If you want a purple cactus, do a purple cactus. It's really up to you. You can do just random colors if you want. I'm gonna do it just like I'm showing you here today, but you feel free to add those other fun colors in, okay? So I'm gonna start and I'm going to be coloring this bottom part of my paper all green, okay? So I'm gonna color it all green. And you wanna get it on there good. You don't wanna do this. That's not enough, okay? You really wanna beat the silver today, actually, because we don't have white. So I'm gonna color, and I'm going quite fast right now because I don't want my vet lesson to take forever and a day and to hog up the computer at your house. And so I'm getting it on here nice and thick. Get it on there. You can leave a little rimmer along the edge. I don't wanna get color on my stand here that I've got. So let's see here. Here we go. Okay, I think that's good enough for my green. Okay, put my cap back on my green because if you don't put the cap back on the way, these will dry out. Okay, now I'm gonna do some yellow and I'm gonna pretend like the yellow's the sky. So let me bring it down here. Let's see, get my sky, maybe some yellow up in here. I might change it up just a little bit on this one. I might add a little yellow down in here. Some yellow. It's gonna kind of represent the sky and the sunshine. Okay. Then cap on the way. Get some red. Color in some red. Oh, you know what I might do too? I might add a little bit of red down here for like the little flowers maybe on the cactus. Just add a few of them in here maybe. Okay, not too many because if you mix red and green too much, you'll get brown. So color, color, color. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you're not feeling like, oh my goodness, I hope mine isn't bad, because there isn't a bad one. I promise you these are gonna turn out so cool. And they'll all be just a little bit different. And that's kind of the fun part of art, is for us to use our imaginations and go with it and not be afraid to mess up. I might even add a little bit of blue in on this one today. I think I'm gonna add just a little blue because blue is always fun. Add some blue in here. Your blue and your red are fine to overlap because when you overlap red and blue, you will get purple. Like we learned in kindergarten. Remember, we learned how to mix the colors, okay? So there we go. I have got my color. I have colored it all in, okay? And now is where the magic happens, all right? So we don't need our paper yet. This is where our squirt bottle comes in, okay? So I'm gonna take my squirt bottle and I'm very lightly, I'm not gonna I don't want to have like the Wenatchee River or the Columbia River. I don't wanna have that pooling in on your tinfoil. But I do wanna I'm gonna show you. Here's a squirt. Squirt, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5, 6. And to notice, I'm not right down by my paper. I'm holding it above my paper a little. So let me get a couple more, maybe that many squirts, okay? And then you're gonna take your paper that you just did, okay? You take this, okay? But now you wanna flip it over, okay? You wanna press it down, put it on the tinfoil, and then take your hands and kind of lightly lay it down and let the water soak in, okay? You can kind of see what's happening, right? Don't peek yet. So really take some time and really let that color soaking it in, okay? Don't just like lay it down quickly, kind of let it get in there, because that's the whole point, is you want the color bright on there. I'm pushing down. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Voila! Look at this, you guys. We're done. What do you think? I hope you love it. I hope you're excited about it. Just one sec and you'll see me in person just a second. Is that not the coolest thing ever? So here's mine. This is the one I did today. This is the one I did before our lesson, so I had an example to show you. They're different. Different is not always bad, okay? So I hope that this was a fun lesson for you, and I hope this is something that you can have fun with and play around with. Just a reminder, you could do something like flowers, you could do abstract, shapes, lines, colors, cactus. It's really up to you. Oh, you know what you could do? You could do the fish that we did from week 1, and then add the markers and the water and see what you come up with for the ocean that the fish are swimming in. So have some fun with it. Don't forget to be creative. Be you as an artist. Don't be me as an artist, because I've learned in my art journey that when I try to be like someone else, it's not really unique and it doesn't really bring my personality into it. So embrace what your artwork turns out with you, and don't be afraid to share it with the world, because artists love seeing what everyone else is doing. So just because you're a kid doesn't mean you can't be an artist. I have students tell me all the time, Mrs. McGinnis, I want to be an artist when I grow up. And you know what I always tell them? Guess what? You don't have to wait till you grow up. You get to be an artist right now. So there's always joy in art. And so I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I hope you're staying well. I hope you're washing your hands lots. And I cannot wait to see you guys again in person.